Here is my 5 people. 1, wave please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go.
I see her. Okay.
Today, I'm going to talk to you about reading to your children. In today's world, people are constantly trying to get from one place to another, getting their to-do list accomplished, getting all the activities and everything they have done in the day. We're taking our kids to soccer and to basketball and to all these practices and everything else. But many families struggle with spending quality time with their children. And in my speech today, I want to talk to you about reading aloud to your children and making that a daily routine where you can set aside the time to read aloud to your kids, and that's time where you can interact and spend that quality time with them. I am a mother of 4. You saw 4 of them actually. I'm a mother of 4, and reading aloud to my children has been a very, very important part of our lives ever since they were little bitty. Now I'm going to show you the importance of reading aloud to children. Let's look at the benefits to the family relationship first. Reading aloud to your children creates more stronger family bonds. Reading to your families can help families talk and learn and connect together. It can be a forum where you could talk about your day and read a book and connect about what you've read about the book and everything like that. And that time spent together creates bonds that will last for a lifetime. These children will remember that you took the time to sit down with them and spend time with them. Family reading alouds also create predictable routines for children and parents, especially at bedtime. If you choose to read to your children at bedtime, this creates a routine that they can anticipate before they go to bed. And both parent and child will be able to settle down and settle in and be able to relax and connect at bedtime. And it will help the child even sleep better with this routine. As children grow older, there will be a solid relationship and routine of family time. According to Education News, teens who regularly spend time with their parents have more self-worth and social skills. This does not happen overnight. You have to have a routine from the time they were little bitty of consistently spending time with your children. So when they become teenagers, this is what they know. This is what is the norm. This is what they have come to expect and anticipate. Now let's look at the benefits to the child's attention span. Reading to your children will help your children's attention span. According to education.com, on average, children spend 6.2 hours of screen time a day. This is a staggering number of screen time for children. This is more hours watching a screen than they use for their actual academic work at school. According to education.com, TV viewing can actually promote low attention spans in children. This is because when you're watching a screen, a TV or a computer game or things like that, it's flashing, there's sound bits, and it's just a little bit, then you have a commercial. It's all very quick moving, and this actually trains a child's brain to anticipate that it's going to be rapid movement, it's going to be rapid changes. So a child finds it difficult to be able to focus on one thing for long periods of time because of the excessive TV watching. They have trained their brains to anticipate rapid change. Reading aloud helps develop that attention span instead of hurt it. So you're taking time, instead of watching TV with your children, you're taking time to read to your children, which means, first of all, there's less TV being watched in the home. But also, reading to your children also helps them in other ways with their attention span. Listening to a book being read is an active brain activity. Watching TV is a passive brain activity. There are less neurons and less things going on in the brain when you are watching TV than when you are listening to a story. So when children are listening to the story, their brains are being actively engaged. Reading aloud also promotes creativity and imagination in children. And this helps the children be able to stay focused and listen to the stories. Now let's look at how reading aloud helps children specifically in school. Reading aloud dramatically increases a child's performance in school. Reading aloud increases a child's vocabulary. You can read to a teeny tiny baby and they'll start learning words. But also you can read to your 13-year-old things that they may not be able to read yet. And they'll have an increased vocabulary far beyond what they actually could read. Reading aloud helps children hear rhythms and sounds. When you are reading a book like Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, the children are starting to hear that rhythm that is in language. They'll be able to hear the sounds when you read The Cat in the Hat. They begin hearing those phonetic sounds. They begin hearing that rhythm. And before they're even big enough to formally be learning to read, they're learning to read because they are hearing the rhythm. They are hearing those phonetic sounds. Children who are read aloud to are better readers in general. As they grow up and as they go about their lives, they turn into better readers. The reason why, first and foremost, is because they have been instilled a love for books and a love for reading even before they could read on their own. When you pick up a picture book and read that to your toddler, you're instilling in them a love for reading that's going to far surpass their childhood. And when you read more, you know more. According to the Education News, reading aloud helps children become better silent readers quicker. So children are being given tools to be able to silent read and read on their own and be able to discover on their own quicker and more efficiently. Reading aloud helps children develop other vital school skills besides learning to read. Reading aloud helps children develop critical thinking skills. Critical thinking skills are necessary for every part of school, for math, for reading, for science, for social studies. If a child is able to critically be able to think, they're going to be able to solve the problems that they are given, not only academically, but also in their life. Reading aloud creates an environment of learning and exploration in the home. Children are reading. They're reading books about wolves or they're reading fairy tales. And the home is creating an environment where children are allowed to explore and expand and learn and follow the things that they're interested in. And this will also translate into their school environment. They will already know how to pick up a book and read it. They will already know how to pick up a book and find information about it. They will know these things. And they will also have a hunger and a thirst for learning that will translate into their school environment. Reading aloud to your children every day should become a vital routine in every home. First and foremost, families need to spend more quality time with each other. Families need to spend more quality time with each other. And reading aloud is a beautiful way of being able to do that. It not only helps the child, but it helps the whole family dynamic. And it creates strong family bonds. It also helps children with their academics. Many families feel like it's impossible to fit one more thing into their busy days. But the time taken to read aloud to your child will never be time you regret spending. Never. We want, as parents, to give our children the best. We want the best schools. We want the best after-school activities. We want the best of everything for our children. But I challenge you today to give your child the very best of yourself. Spend the time. Read aloud to your children. Thank you.